says his mother left him at a stranger's home all by himself.
Plus, what Sarasota County is doing to help local businesses better understand those dealing with dementia.
And how Sarasota County Sheriff's Office is working to solve the homeless issue in our community. Your Suncoast News starts now.
You're watching News at 6.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news tonight, deputies are investigating a threat to Southeast High School in Manatee County. A note was found in one of the school's bathrooms earlier this afternoon, and the school was immediately placed on a shelter-in-place alert, meaning the students could move around the campus, but nobody was allowed to enter or leave. While law enforcement investigate, there will be an increased police presence on campus. If they find the person who's responsible, they will face criminal charges.
Sarasota County Schools Police Department will spend tomorrow going through active shooter drills. The training day will be at Gulfgate Elementary School in Sarasota. The school district says the training will give officers more practice on tactical procedures and unit processes. All of Sarasota County Schools police officers, sergeants, regional response teams will be there. Students, staff, and administrators will not be there since tomorrow is a day off for students.
A growing number of people here on the Suncoast are suffering from dementia.
And while Florida is projected to have more than 720,000 people with Alzheimer's disease by 2025, one local group says there's still a lack of education when it comes to how to properly address someone with dementia. ABC 7's Taylor Torregano has the story.
Scott, Jacqueline, this event is being hosted by the Dementia Care and Cure Initiative in partnership with several local groups around town. As you can see, the goal of today is to educate the community on how to be courteous and understanding of people living with dementia on a daily basis.
My mom has dementia. She's got an Alzheimer's diagnosis.
Michael Jusim knows firsthand the struggles of loving someone with dementia.
The cruel thing about Alzheimer's is that it robs the essence of the person and leaves sort of the shell,
which often makes it challenging for them to complete their day-to-day activities.
Dementia doesn't just mean memory loss. It means the loss of the ability to reason. And as a result, you really have to understand that when you're communicating with a person with dementia, you have to meet them where they are. And that's really the critical piece.
Meaning you don't argue with them or say things like, "I told you this already." Two examples that show why the state's Department of Elder Affairs say there's a huge need for community-wide education in this area.
So Florida has the second highest incidence rate of Alzheimer's disease in the nation.
There are currently about 540,000 people living with the disease in our state, and 20,000 of them are right here in Sarasota County. This is why organizers of the event say it's so important for the grocery clerks, bus operators, and everyone in between to keep this in mind.
Being a little extra patient when you're waiting for someone to respond to a question you might ask, or maybe you have to repeat a question a couple of times more than usual than you might expect.
Maybe a gentle reminder that they haven't paid for their food yet, or they gave you too much money for their fare. For more information on dementia, I put a link on our website. Just visit mysuncoast.com. I'm reporting from downtown Sarasota, Taylor Torregano, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
All right, Taylor, thank you so much. Another hot day.
Yeah, it really was. We'll never get a break.
Where's fall?
I know.
Oh, yeah. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with our first alert forecast. Bob.
These people got a break right here. They're enjoying it on this nice beach day. Great beach weather. It's prolonged. Let's look at it that way. On top of that, no red tide effects that people are not at least complaining about. You can see some folks out on the waters enjoying a nice stroll. Going to check out a beautiful sunset tonight. Things looking pretty good as far as that goes. Looks like another hot one for Friday. Temperatures nearing 90. Could see some low 90s once again. A weak cold front comes down on Sunday. It cools us off a little bit on Monday and Tuesday. And then a big cold front. We've been advertising this for the past few days now. It comes in late this month. We're going to get down into some fall-like temperatures by the end of this month. 27th, 28th, we're talking highs in the 70s as opposed to the 90s. And we could even see some 50s for low temperatures. So here's what's happening right now, though. That's a long way off. 88 degrees. We have sunshine. It feels like 92 out there. Winds are out of the east at 10, and the pressure way up there, 30-10. That continues to rise. Statewide temperatures into the 80s for the most part, with the exception of Jacksonville now 77 degrees. And around town, all in the upper 80s, except right there at Cortez at 84 degrees. That's exactly what the water temperature is as well. We'll have more on Friday's weather and take a look at the weekend coming up in just a couple of minutes. Back to you.
Hello, we're going to talk about smoke detectors.
Smoke alarms are some of the most important things you should have in your home. Sarasota County Emergency Services put this video up on their social media pages showing off the new 10-year battery smoke alarms. Firefighters say they should be in your bedrooms, but not in your kitchen because they can set off false alarms. If you don't have smoke alarms in your home or you can't afford them, you can apply for free ones through the Red Cross.
Sarasota County Sheriff's Department is trying to combat the homelessness issue within the county with their new homeless outreach team. That team is made up of 2 caseworkers and a deputy, and their job is to reach out to homeless people, build trust, and educate them on what resources can help their situation. That team also works with organizations like the Salvation Army to provide beds. Once they help an individual, they make sure to check up on them.
We want to make sure that we're checking on all of our individuals that we recently brought in off the streets. We want to make sure that they're working towards their goals. We have a case plan for each of them, and we discuss it with them, answer any questions that they have, and we want to see them motivated to do something every single day.
So far, the Sheriff's Office has made contact with around 300 homeless people and have placed 80 people into beds at the Salvation Army and shift programs.
Governor Rick Scott issuing an executive order today extending midterm election voting options for those impacted by Hurricane Michael. The order applies to 8 counties impacted by the storm. It details plans to ensure all voters are able to cast a ballot safely and securely. The order includes provisions to extend early voting and vote by mail options for hurricane survivors.
Florida easing restrictions today on vote-by-mail ballots in 8 counties ravaged last week by Hurricane Michael, while also giving election supervisors more time to conduct early voting. The changes were requested by local supervisors and are intended to help displaced voters in 8 counties. As part of Governor Rick Scott's executive order, voters in those counties will be able to request for vote-by-mail ballots to be mailed to addresses that don't match the voters' addresses in the Florida voter registration system.
One of the biggest problems we're encountering is communications within some of these counties. The cell phone towers are out, internet's out, so there's a lot of communication issues that we're trying to overcome.
Those 8 counties, which have been a solid voting bloc for Republicans in state races, include more than 223,000 registered voters as of the August primaries. Roughly 43% of those voters were registered as Republicans, 40% were Democrats, and 17% were independents or registered with third parties.
Early voting for the November general election begins next week here on the Suncoast. For Sarasota County, it begins Monday the 22nd, runs through Saturday, November 3rd. You can vote daily between 8:30 a.m. and 6:30 p.m. In Manatee County, early voting starts on Wednesday the 24th and then will run through November 3rd as well. Make sure to bring your photo and signature ID. And we're less than a week away now from ABC 7 hosting the most-watched debate of the election season, the race for Congress in the 16th Congressional District, one of the highest-profile races in the country. Both candidates, Republican Vern Buchanan and Democrat David Shapiro, will face off in their one and only debate here on ABC 7 next Tuesday. And if you want to submit a question for that debate, you can send your ideas to @AlanMCone on Twitter. Still to come in your Suncoast News, the lottery scam that's trying to take advantage of Floridians hoping to win a big prize.
Plus, the deadline you need to know about if you're looking to donate to Hurricane Michael victims.
Recovery from mental and substance use disorders is real.
You can recover.
It's possible. It happens every day.
Never give up on yourself.
Discover hope and help.
I thought I was too far gone. I wasn't.
Join the Voices for Recovery.
The world is a beautiful place again.
For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral for mental and substance use disorders for you or someone you know, call 1-800-662-HELP.
Ready to open up new opportunities as an electrician? Don't do it yourself. Team up with Mr. Sparky instead. We're locally owned and looking for people like you. We offer our electricians great perks that you just won't get going it alone. And whether you're an apprentice, a master electrician, or somewhere in between, we have a spot for you.
Best decision I ever made.
Apply online or call today.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Hello, Mom.
Amanda's mom's appointment just got rescheduled for today.
Amanda needs Right at Home. Our customized care plan provides as much or as little help as her mom requires, whether it's a ride to the doctor or help around the house.
Oh, of course. Tom, I am really sorry. I've got to go.
Look, call Right at Home. Get the right care right at home.
Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by LuxArt Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
My California Closets designer is a rock star. She was able to design the most beautiful space for me. When I turn the lights on, it's breathtaking. La! It's just a little slice of organized heaven. The California Closet team was so professional, so reliable. It was seriously a dream come true. My name is Jill, and this is my California Closet story.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Dear parents, it's time for a pop quiz. What's the best kind of play for kids? Play that makes us think? Or helps us pretend? Or teaches us rules? Or to be creative? Actually, every kind of play is important because different kinds of play give us different kinds of skills. Help us mix up the ways we play. Okay, class dismissed. Now go play.
A warning tonight for after you buy that lotto ticket. The Florida Lottery is reporting a lottery scam involving Mega Millions. Scammers are sending emails to the public indicating that they may have won $1 million. That email features the Mega Millions logo on the letterhead. It also says that the recipient was among a group of randomly selected people to participate in an ongoing drawing. The scammers are trying to get your financial information. Florida Lottery players will never be required to transfer funds to secure their winnings.
A local woman is doing her part to help those affected in the Panhandle from Hurricane Michael. Following the storm, Rachel Beek-Lynn received calls from friends and family needing help. So she launched an effort collecting donations from anyone in the area who was willing to help. Sam's Club is one of the organizations that offered to help and provided her with donations and a truck to transport those items. Word of what she was doing caught on, and more donations kept rolling in.
Oh, it's overwhelming. It almost wants to bring you to tears to see how everybody just rallies together for one another, to see that everybody really wants to make a difference. Hey, Bobby.
Rachel will leave for the Panhandle tomorrow morning.
Holmes Beach Police will also be collecting donations for Hurricane Michael victims until tomorrow morning. They're dropping off the items up in the Panhandle this weekend. You can take those supplies to the Holmes Beach Police Department to donate.
All right, Bob is back with our warm weather here on the Suncoast.
Yeah, they're still battling warm too up there, cleaning up in the Panhandle. Normally you'd expect some cooler temperatures there. The big problem, obviously, there's still 1,000 people that are missing, and a lot of those people more than likely evacuated and didn't let anyone know where they were going. Yeah. So they may be unaccounted for in that regard. So we're hoping that anyway. Death toll up to 30 now. We are looking at some showers inland right now. Casey Key Beach Cam showing pretty calm conditions out there on the waters. Things are calm as a result of east winds. There hasn't been much of a sea breeze. Temperatures soaring today again near record highs. It's same old story, same old song and dance, it looks like, as we continue on in through Friday. There is a weak frontal system located to the north of us. Right now, it's right about there. It's, as we said, a backdoor cold front. Behind it, high pressure is dominating much of the eastern United States, and that is bringing us that northeasterly wind and kind of forcing that front in our direction. The cold front is not going to cool us down. In fact, we're going to stay into the low 90s tomorrow for highs. We will see, however, a little bit cooler temperatures, maybe 3 degrees cooler on Saturday. That's all we can squeeze out of this front. The next one that moves through on Sunday will be a little bit nicer. On Monday and Tuesday, we should get back to more seasonal temperatures here along the Sun Coast. I mentioned a few showers around. You can see that activity into Hardee and DeSoto counties now. This pushing off to the west, heading toward Port Charlotte. One lone shower there. We're not anticipating a lot of rainfall, though, because the atmosphere is just so dry in the upper levels. It stays that way, too, on Friday. Lows tonight will be unseasonably warm into the mid-70s for the most part right near the water. 74 Mayaca City. Lakewood Ranch will be right around 75 to start the day off tomorrow. Our typical low for this time of year in the upper 60s. So we're about 5 to 8 degrees above average in most places to start things off on Friday. Highs tomorrow in the low 90s, and inland areas upper 80s near the beaches. This is the Futurecast. This is that frontal boundary I mentioned. It gets close to us on into the sunrise. It'll be over north central Florida. And then by late in the afternoon, we start to see a little bit more activity. There'll be a few more showers around, not a lot because of that dry air in place. Here's the second front. This is another one that's going to move in on Sunday. This one will cool us down for Sunday afternoon and Sunday, I should say Monday morning. Lows will be in the 60s in places on Monday morning. There's not a lot of moisture to work with this one either, so it'll stay relatively dry for the folks cleaning up after Michael there in the panhandle of Florida. Hourly planner tomorrow looks to be pretty warm again, upper 80s to near 90 degrees, although the humidity will be relatively low because of that east wind, so it shouldn't be too bad as far as it feels like temperatures go. It won't be 100 and 105. It'll be more like 95 to 98 degrees. Well, tropical moisture. We were watching this just a few days ago east of the Yucatan Peninsula. It has now made its way out in the Pacific. It's really a line of low pressure now, but some of this moisture is already starting to feed into an area that doesn't need any more rain into central and west central Texas. 88 degrees currently at the airport. We have an east wind at 10. The pressure 30.10. That's high, and it continues to rise. The high today was 91, 2 degrees short of a record of 93 set back in 1989. This morning's low was 72. And there's that rainfall I mentioned over Texas. It continues to be a big problem there with flooding in the area in green that you see all the way up to Dallas now. Flood watches and flood warnings in effect. Current temperatures 40s and 50s over the Great Lakes and Northeast, 60s over the central U.S. And yes, fall continues in most of the area across the United States. For us, we stay hot here with temperatures expected in the low 90s. For boaters, east winds tomorrow turn to the northeast at 10 knots. There'll be a light chop on the bays and inland waters. The water temperature now at 84 degrees. And as far as the forecast goes for the next 7 days, we are looking for a slight chance for showers tomorrow. The rain chance not all that high. Again, it looks as though we'll see high temperatures in the low 90s, 89 on Saturday. Slight chance for a shower with that front. A little bit cooler on Monday and Tuesday, and slight chance for showers on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. And remember, this Saturday, we have the big Making Strides walk taking place at Nathan Benderson Park. I believe it begins at 9. Come on out, help out. This is Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. I hope to see you out there. AB7 will be out there handing out some nice things, so be sure to join us. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Bob. A Texas mother is facing felony charges for dropping her 2-year-old son off at the wrong home last night. Take a look at the surveillance video from the home in Spring, Texas. You can see the woman carrying 2 bags and holding the toddler's hands. She then rings the doorbell and knocks several times and then runs back to her car and leaves that little boy behind. In a press conference today, deputies say they found the father after he saw the video on social media.
We are definitely looking for her. We don't believe that she's on the run. We know who she is. We have her identified. So the detectives now are just, when they left here, they were going to be reaching out to her to conduct an interview to ask her to come in and discuss the incident that occurred last night.
The father says he lives right next door to the house and it was probably a mistake on the mom's part. The little boy was not hurt and has since been taken to a foster home and placed under Child Protective Services.
House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi meeting with survivors of the Parkland school shooting massacre. 17 people were killed in the February attack. The group included current and former students. They discussed ways to prevent gun violence, including legislation that would expand background checks on certain gun sales.
Any more days without protecting the lives of our children, of our families, promoting safety in our country. But nobody could say it more eloquently than those who had experienced themselves and the parents of those who are lost to us.
The group also discussed ideas including making it more difficult for domestic abusers to obtain firearms.
Some big changes. School students in Sarasota and Manatee counties, they may have to rethink how they earn college credit through dual enrollment courses. Students can still take those courses at the State College of Florida's 3 campuses and online, but they will not have the convenience of taking those courses at their high school.
We wanted to improve those, and the best way to do that was to bring the program back to being administered on State College of Florida campuses.
Coming up tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, we'll share why SCF and some students believe this will be a positive change, while some local school district officials argue they did not get a fair shot.
Stay with us. When we come back, we're going to show you why the big top is already up near the mall at UTC.
Tonight, the global mystery intensifies in the disappearance of the U.S.-based journalist. President Trump under growing pressure to take action. Are we on the brink of a crisis in international diplomacy? World News Tonight with David Muir, America's most watched newscast.
Blue 32, Blue 32, hut hut! It's the Gatto Gridiron Challenge. The game's on to sell 2,000 vehicles. 12 teams compete for the #1 spot. Score a great deal at every Gatto dealership. Buy with 0 down. Make no payments for 90 days. Choose from 14 of your favorite brands, all on sale. Who will make it to the end zone? You decide. Rush to a Gatto location near you or visit Gatto.com.
Gatto's got it.
ABC 7's official Suncoast Hurricane Guide arms you with vital information you need to protect your family and property when severe weather threatens the Suncoast, including how to create your readiness plan and survival kit. Download yours today at mysuncoast.com.
For the best car buying experience, go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota, where you always get better prices and a bigger selection, like KBB's 2017 Best Buy Award overall winner, the Chrysler Pacifica, for just $22,999. Or save big and get the new Chrysler 300 Touring with an MSRP over $30,000 for just $21,999. That's a savings of over $8,000. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota today.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you, with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now. In one phone call, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. In fact, TruStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. And rates are designed to be affordable, starting at less than 32 cents a day. That's as low as $9.40 a month. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-218-4991 now for a free, no-obligation quote. TruStage offers plans to fit your budget with prices starting at less than 32 cents a day. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-218-4991 now.
When the call comes in, it's time to go to work. We respond first, but FPL is right there with us.
You really never know what you're going to pull up on. You don't know what type of call you're going to have. You don't know, once you get to that call, what you're going to encounter.
Whether it's a big storm, it could be a house fire, you must be ready at all times.
We're always happy to see FPL. It's pretty much a team effort. Everybody has a job to do.
We know we can count on them. They'll be there, and so will we.
You may have noticed the huge Circus Sarasota tent is back up near the mall at UTC, and that means it's nearly time for the Sailor Circus's Big Top holiday shows. The Sailor Circus Academy students are using the tent to practice for their holiday shows while their arena undergoes renovations.
The Sailor Circus will be training for the next few months and putting on their Big Top holiday performances under our Big Top here at Nathan Benderson Park.
Big Top holidays will run for only 3 days beginning December 27th. They've been practicing outside in some of those acts because they just didn't have anywhere else to go, but now they got the Big Top, which is cool. Yeah, hey, we got to say happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Another year older.
You don't look it. No. Yeah.
Thank you.
And good weather for the birthday celebration.
Yeah, birthday evening looks good.
Good. Thank you.
World News Tonight is next.
We'll see you again at 7 and 11. Have a good night.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Outback is an IIHS top safety pick for 10 years running. Lease a new Subaru Outback today for just $249 a month, or get 0% financing with 0 down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
A policeman stopped.
Yeah, it was the lady parked next to me.
I called my wife.
My dad got up in the middle of the night.
My neighbor helped me out.
I called a tow truck.
Anyone can jumpstart your car, but for replacing a dead battery and installing it for free, there's no one like Batteries Plus bulbs.
I'll install it myself.
I'd like you to do it.
Visit batteriesplus.com for a store near you.
During the past 10 years, Tidewell Hospice volunteers have provided more than 1 million hours of service. They sit with patients, giving caregivers a break. They work in offices. They take their furry friends on pet therapy visits. They even clown around. Every task performed by a volunteer makes a difference in the lives of our patients and their families. Join Tidewell's volunteer team. They're truly 1 in a million. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Our overall experience working with California Closets was phenomenal.
Calm, reassuring.
Through happenstance, we ended up paired with our designer, Jen. She was someone who not only was patient, someone who was professional. She's become extended family.
She had great insight to help direct me towards those things that could make our dreams come true.
We are the Greens, and this is our California Closets story.
This is an important message for anyone with Medicare. You may be eligible for an all-in-one Medicare plan that combines hospital, medical, and prescription drug coverage together with extra benefits that may include dental, vision, hearing aids, and much more. Some of these plans have a $0 monthly premium regardless of your income. That's right. For one low plan premium, or in some cases a $0 premium, you may be able to get coverage for your hospital visits, doctor appointments, prescription drugs, routine dental care, eyeglasses and contact lenses, hearing aids, and possibly more. Today may be the first time you've heard about this type of Medicare plan. The advisors at the Medicare.com helpline are licensed insurance agents who will explain more when you call. Call now to see if you qualify. Call the number on your screen now. Call now to see if you qualify for these benefits. You worked hard for your Medicare. Now is the time for your Medicare to work hard for you. Not affiliated with or acting on behalf of any government agency or program.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.